fine. I know.
Hey, Mom?
Yeah.
When was the last time you fed that sourdough thing?
It's been a while. I'm getting ready to do it on live. We can feed it today if you want to, okay?
I'm just checking.
Okay. It is 12 o'clock, so happy Thursday, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. This is Barbara Reed, the Wexford Stamper, coming to you from my business page, the Wexford Stamper. Thank you for joining me today. And today is, if you read the comments, you will be getting a sneak peek today, which is very exciting because, as many of you know, on June 3rd, the new catalog will be coming out for all our customers, and it is amazing. And if you need a catalog and don't already have a demonstrator, please contact me and I'll make sure you get one. If you have been a customer of mine over the last year, you will automatically get one. But if you need a demonstrator, you can always touch base with me and I will get one to you as soon as possible. The catalog launches on June 3rd at 2 in the afternoon. So get your copy, get your wish list put together, and get ready for a lot of great stamping. Hi, Deborah. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. All right, a couple of other things I wanted to mention. I have available now, with the new catalog coming out, we are going to have a new set of in colors. And here's my, let me take this away. And this is my flyer for that. And the new in colors are right here. We got Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight. I have a couple that are my favorites already. But those are the new colors that will be added to the colors that Stampin' Up! Already has for the next 2 years. And what I like to do is put together a little sampler that gives my customers a little sample, thus called a sampler, of all the new in colors. And this is called my In Colors Sampler Card Kit. And this is what it looks like. And I just wanted to bring this over to make sure that I'm mentioning everything that's in there. There are 10 card bases, 2 of every color. And then there are 10 front panels from the In Color Designer Series paper. So those have different kinds of patterns on them. There's 10 Whisper White inserts. And then there's some ribbon of each color. There is some of the little enamel dots. And then I give you 10 assorted die cuts that you can use to put together at least 10 cards using this. So it's a great buy. It's a great way to get your hands on the new colors and decide which ones you like the best. It does not include any inks, just the paper products and ribbons and embellishments. So if you'd like one of those, you can contact me. This is $20 for that. And then my other thing, since we have a new annual catalog coming, we are going to have an annual catalog share. And this year, we always like to give out our shares in some kind of a bag or box. And this is what I came up with this year. This is a little tabletop file that's going to be able to hold all your packs of 6x6. Now these are not current, these are ones that are actually retiring, but I do not have all the current paper yet. But you'll get it in a plastic bag like this, 6x6, and it will have the name and all the colors and everything on there. And all 11 of them will fit into your little tabletop file. Now if you are an early bird, that means you order before June 3rd, you will be eligible for a 12th pack of paper, and that is the in colors from the new 2020-22 collection, and you'll get a 6x6 sample of that as well. So if you are interested in my paper share, this is $40, and let me know, and I can either send you a link on PayPal or we can work something out another way. So those are the two items I wanted to share with you. I'm pretty excited about those, and let me know if you'd like them. All right, today we are doing a sneak peek, and this is the card we're going to be working on today. The sneak peek is this stamp set, Celebrate Sunflowers. I love it. It's part of a larger collection that has other flowers, a large suite. But this is the one that I got in my pre-order. So it has this, and then there's also some dies that come with it that you're going to run through your die cutting machine. All right, so let's go ahead and make this card today. Now, from looking at this card, you can probably tell what my new favorite color is in the new in colors. This is the Misty Moonlight, and I really, really love the color. It's very much like a denim, and it's just really, really pretty color. Lighter than like the Night of Navy, but still very, very pretty. I love it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on the card. Okay, let me bring in my materials here. We're gonna just use the Misty Moonlight as our card base here. And let me show you what I did use for my embellishments. Okay, these two are die cuts that I'm using from my Pretty Labels. This comes with the Poppies suite, and this will be available in the new catalog as well. So this is a great one for when you need to pull out any kind of a die cut to put a sentiment on. I love this set, and I love this little swirl. That's one of my favorite die cuts as well. So I cut out this one in Early Espresso, and then this is in the Whisper White. So those are ready to go for my card. All right, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp my small little sunflower. Okay, now since I'm going to be using the blends, I'm going to need to use the Memento ink. All right, so let's go ahead. This is the smaller, and then I'm going to be using this one for on the card front. So you have two different size sunflowers in this set, and I love it. I'll show you some of my other samples that I made when I'm finished, but I just really, really love this. So I'm taking my Memento ink, and I'm just going to stamp the image right onto my Whisper White paper. All right, now I'm going to bring in my blends. And these blends, if you don't know, are alcohol markers, and each blend comes with a partner. So there's a light and a dark of each blend. So I'm going to be using the Old Olive, light and dark, the dark, dark Mango Melody, and dark Daffodil Delight. Okay, if you notice on my card, you can see a little tinge of orange around the center, and that's where I used my Mango Melody. All right, let's go ahead. I used the light soft suede to color in the center, and the reason I did that is I didn't want, when you use the dark soft suede, it starts to be so dark that you can't see the printed images, and I didn't want to cover up all the dots, the texture on the center of this flower. So I just went over it a few times to make it a little darker, but I didn't want to use the real dark because then you wouldn't be able to see all that cool texture on that center. All right, so there's my center. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my dark Daffodil Delight. I used both darks for this one because I wanted it to be very, very bright. So I'm going to open up the brush tip on my Daffodil Delight, and this is dark, remember, and I'm just going to go ahead and color in all the petals all the way around. Isn't this just the cutest little sunflower? I just love this image, and wait till you see the large one on the card front. It's just such a beautiful image. So I'm almost halfway around here, coloring the entire petal, because when I come back with my Mango Melody, I'm just going to be touching it toward the base of each of the petals near the center. All right, so there is my sunflower all colored in. And then I'm going to go ahead, as I said, I'm going to take my Mango Melody. This is dark as well. And I'm going to use the bullet tip for this. And I'm just going to, starting at the center, I'm just going to do little brush strokes coming from the center and just going around the inside. And you can see as I go around that you get a little bit of a change of color there in the middle. You can see that orange coming through. Isn't that pretty? I think that's such a great effect there. I think that's such a pretty color for those. That's when I think of sunflowers, that's the color I think of, the bright yellow with a little bit of orange on the inside. All right, let's go ahead and color in our leaves. I'm going to use the Old Olive. Okay. Old Olive Light to start. Okay, then I'm going to go back with the dark, and I think about when I'm doing this, where might there be a little bit of a shadow on the leaf? And I'm thinking it would be real here, down here, close to where the leaves and the petals meet. So I take my dark and I color in those areas a little bit darker. Okay, and then I go back with my light and pull that dark color away and kind of blend it with the rest of that leaf. And I squeak along the way sometimes. All right, so there is my sunflower. Isn't that so pretty? So easy and so pretty. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring up my die cutting machine. Let me move this over here. And I'm going to go ahead and cut out my sunflower. This is the die that we're going to be using. And I put it right over here. I'm using a magnetic platform so it sticks really well without any slipping, and you don't need to use washi tape or Post-it notes or anything. So there, I have that lined up where I want it. I bring in the second acrylic layer and then I take it through. Sorry about the earthquake going on. And then that is it. That's all I needed it for. And there we have our die cut ready to go. Okay, now let's go ahead and bring back our card front. Remember I said our card base. This is in the Misty Moonlight. Okay, I'm going to bring in my large sunflower. And we have not received any ink yet from Stampin' Up. Even as demonstrators, the ink will not be available till the catalog launches. We couldn't get it at pre-order, but I was lucky enough to get last month's Paper Pumpkin, and there was a little Stampin' Spot in there of the Misty Moonlight. So I am like, score. So I'm going to use this to ink up my sunflower before I stamp it on my card front. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn it upside down, and it will be much easier when we get the larger pad. But I certainly wasn't going to let it stop me from stamping this gorgeous sunflower. Okay, I'm going to start down here, and this is going to be just tone on tone stamping. See, look how beautiful that image is. I just love it. Love how that is designed. All right, here we go again. A little more around. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and stamp here. So you're going to be stamping off a large portion of it. But that's okay. We don't mind because the final product you're going to love. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and stamp. Let's see, how about right here? Okay, let's see. Coming around again with my little Stampin' Spot. Just a reminder, if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, that is a monthly kit that Stampin' Up! Has that you can get a full kit. Oops, I see a spot I missed. You can get a full kit of cards or other kinds of paper crafting projects right to your door as a subscription box. So that's really a fun idea too. All right, now here we go. I'm gonna put this one here. Oh, look at that, I love it. I think that's it. I don't think we need any more. I think we've covered the whole space. But just look at that. Look how pretty that is. I just think that is just so, so pretty. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up our card front. So we're gonna bring in our label that we made using the pretty labels. Remember, this is part of the Poppy suite, and will be in the new catalog as well. So I'm excited about that. And we're going to bring in one of the sentiments from the Celebrate Sunflowers. It says, know that you are loved. And let me show you the other sentiments here. We have congratulations on reaching a whole new level of wonderful. Thanks a bunch. Let's celebrate you. So lots of great uplifting sentiments. All right, so I'm going to bring in my early espresso, trying to kind of stay along the browns with the sunflower, and I'm going to go ahead and put that right here and stamp that down. Oh, that was not good. Let's try it on the other side. A little too hard that time. There we go. A little too excited about my stamping today. Calm down, calm down. All right, now we're going to put that away, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our little swirl. That was from the same set as the frame, the label is. Let me get my glue here. Just put a tiny bit in the middle there. And then just line that up kind of in the middle. There we go. I just love that. I think it's just a fun little addition to your card. Now we have our daffodil. We have our sunflower. Oh dear. Okay. We're going to put 2 dimensionals on that, and we're going to put him right, let's put him like that right there. Okay, now if you notice on my card, I added a little bit of something to just add a little bit more embellishment. You can see that it's like has little speckles all over that. And I know there's stamps that we can use to do that, but I found a new way from a fellow demonstrator, thank you, Erica Serwin, that you can do that speckling. And that is with your blends, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blend on the brush side, okay, and I'm going to put it inside the lid and just flick it toward my project. So this, I'll show you how that works. You just kind of flick it using the edge of the lid. You do get to do a lot of flicking all over your work surface, but see there, you can see now how that has that little spreckles on there. I love that. That's kind of my style. I really thought that was super cute with the sunflower. All right, so all we have left is to put on our label on the front of our card. And when you do spreckle, sometimes you get it on your fingers, but hey, that's all part of it, right? That's why we love to craft. Getting dirty up to our elbows. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and put that right in the center of the card front. There we go. Love it. Now I didn't put anything on it, but you can certainly, if you'd like to, stamp another sunflower on the inside of your card, but I'm just going to go ahead and put a blank in there. I can always come back later if I decide which sentiment I want to put in it, or if I want to add another sunflower. I like to leave mine blank at first just because I might not be sure exactly who I'm going to send it to. So there it is. There is another sample of that. Isn't that just so pretty? Let me take a moment here and show you some of my other cards that I've made using this same set. Okay. Here's one I made using the timeless textured paper, and that's another new DSP in the new catalog, and then this pretty ribbon. Okay, this one as well. This one, what I did is I put two of the sunflowers and two of the smaller sunflowers on a piece of cardstock, and then I cut it in half, and then I was able to make 2 cards using it. So this is what they came out to be. And I'll show that technique sometime soon. You line up your pieces of flower pieces along the center of your cardstock, and then you just cut it in half, and then it gives you 2 borders. So that's really a fun technique. And then this one, I brought in some of the wood paper, and then I did a little bit of foil, gold foil here. This is another die cut in the sunflower dies. That's really, really pretty, and I like that. I like the little note of gold on that. And then this is one as well. Okay, this one I just used the stamped image. I stamped the center on soft suede and cut it out, and then I used pear pizzazz for the leaves. So it's just, there's so many possibilities. I'm really just getting started, but it is a wonderful set. You probably should put it on your wish list, just saying. But thank you for joining me today. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. If you have any questions about our video tutorial today, please message me. All the information will be on my blog by the end of the day. So thanks so much for joining, and have a wonderful day. I will be doing another video tutorial Facebook Live next Tuesday and Thursday, both at noon. Take care. Have a great weekend.